For ball one as we are underway tonight from SunTrust Park. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. No balls and 1 strike. Baez at second. Almora on at first with nobody out. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. Looking at the stats, man, I'm impressed. He's in the top 5 home runs in the National League coming in. When you're doing that, you're catching just about everyone's attention. Don't be surprised if he doesn't make something happen here today.
The 1-0 home. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 swing and a little tapper that goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Here he comes again. 1-2, and this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Wilson Contreras, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-2 home. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And that ends the inning. Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Braves.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go. When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And this will get by Zobrist at short. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Happ is there. Makes the play, 1 away. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one guy to watch is Nick Markakis. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
And it's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Happ is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. Inciarte is off at first with 2 away. And that misses, 2-1.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
And this is fouled at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. And the 2-out threat will... And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He drove in 1 of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. 0-1 the count. Oh and 1, here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. One and 2, here it comes. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. So in now for Chicago, Jose Quintana. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and a strike to count. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side and first offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in and get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Again, a 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. The next to bat for Atlanta, Johan Camargo. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Strike one to start the at-bat. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. But it bends just foul into the second deck. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And ready for his first at-bat, Lane Adams. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. The last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. 0-1 the count. Popped him up. Bryant has a play. And the inning is over. Stick around because Jason Heyward. Here's Jason Heyward now. And he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Jason Heyward.
And the third inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Now the 2-0. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Heyward is retired, and there's one away.
Second baseman.
Here's Javier Baez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Albies brings it in. Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Albert Almora was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Scott Kazmir. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. 0 for 1 here in the early going. in there for strike one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down in. Striding in once again, Kris Bryant. We begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. And Kris Bryant is retired to kick off the inning. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Hard on the ground towards short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder, Ian Happ.
Digging in to try it again, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Just a tick behind for a strike. Rizzo over at second. Contreras is over at first with 1 away. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to left center, number 11 for him on the season, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
The batter.
Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Ben Zobrist.
As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 60.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Quintana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
3 runs already home here. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3. First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball right side. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kurt Suzuki. Drew a base on balls his first time up. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Stepping in for the Braves, Charlie Culberson hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Lined into right, a base hit.
He had just retired 9 straight batters right there. He hadn't been in a stretch in a long time. Let's see if the offense can break through.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Quintana sets. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Comes set and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Here's Jason Hayward now. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Hayward, or often just Jay Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And a big swing by Hayward, but this is on the ground to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's Javier Baez. He was a ground out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Got him swinging in the dirt. Suzuki has it. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Softly hit toward the hole. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I tell you what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Look over by Kazmir. Now the pitch. On that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Now at the plate, Lane Adams. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit. Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
2 balls and a strike now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Almora in pursuit. 1 out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Scott Kazmir. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Hit back toward the mound. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Scooped up. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Strike taken. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Inciarte stands at second with 2 gone. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant charging this one, and they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first, and it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ball game. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Ready once again, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the 6th. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is outside for a ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Three and 1 to him now. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
First offering on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Behind 0-2 now. Another 0-2 coming. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Count is 1-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. A bullet to first base. Tries to dance back into the bag, not in time to double off the runner. Ian Happ will stride in again as first would flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. And he lays off there 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. That last pitch, number 80 for Kazmir. Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and set to go now is the shortstop Ben Zobrist. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Happ, the runner at first with 2 gone. One and one the count. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is leading off the inning. Kurt Suzuki, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Ready for another shot now. Ozzie Albies. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. No hits to this point. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Misses, ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. He stays alive, still 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in once again, Lane Adams. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. 1-0 the count. Albies on third with 2 out. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. Now the 2-1. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Baez over to his left, and that ends the inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Aaron Blair will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Dansby Swanson will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. A fastball that just misses inside. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So 1 away in the inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous bat of Jason Hayward, the right fielder. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The next to bat for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. They wind up and the 0-1. Get hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Hey, the object of the game is to pass the baton on the offensive side and give yourself a chance to get the tying run to the plate late in the game. That's exactly what happened here.
Now a flare out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Markakis. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Fouled away.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. He's in at second safely as 2 score on the play, and we are all tied up.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Row. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
He throws him on the fastball there. Kurt Suzuki becomes out number 2 this inning. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
In the air to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. He hauls it in, and the potential Here's Chris Bryant now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
3-0 to him now. The 3-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's set. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. On a rope to the second baseman. On to first, and they get the double play. Ready for another chance? Wilson Contreras hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Popped him up. Rizzo is there, and that's the first out of the inning. Tyler Flowers will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And a ball, 1-0. Comes in here right at 260. 7 homers, and he's driven in 24. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Hayward to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in to try it again, Lane Adams. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. On the ground to second for Baez. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Rex Brothers will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. First pitch of the at-bat. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. His career history against Rex Brothers, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. A bouncer to the left side. Swanson brings it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. The next Cub up, Ben Zobrist. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set, and the pitch. And they start him with a changeup, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Popped up. Brothers take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down.
The pitcher number 62, Jose Quintana.
Kyle Schwarber will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. 268 the average for him coming in. 15 long balls and 28 RBIs. The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Inciarte's there. And the inning is over. Justin Grimm comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Career line against Grimm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. No balls and a strike to count. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here.
Right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. There goes the runner. Strike called. Now the throw down. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well too. So that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Count still at 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Lays off 2-2 now.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Swinging a soft liner on the first, and Markakis is retired 2 away. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Career line against Grimm. He's 0 for 4. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. There's Baez. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Braves strand 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Jason Hayward.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Popped him up. Suzuki moving to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Javier Baez. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Up around the face. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a fly ball headed out toward Markakis in right. And that's out number 2. Stepping into the box, Albert Almora. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. Almora with an even count, 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have... Riding in once again, Kurt Suzuki. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Baez has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Charlie Culberson. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Flying toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2 out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this.
Christian Colon will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a 2-out double. Stepping in for the Braves, Lane Adams. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
And he misses 2-1. Now the 2-1. Hit on the ground to short. There to play it is Zobrist. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go, and we are all tied at 3. Grant Dayton takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 75.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll kick things off here in the 11th. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Suzuki over to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Anthony Rizzo. He was a double play victim last time around. From the stretch. Fouled off. The 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. The 1-2. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound.
The catcher, number 40.
Riding in once again, Wilson Contreras. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2 strikes.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs are down in order. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. In there, 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
Ready for another chance? Nick Markakis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Lifted down the line in left.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Freddie Freeman comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. The 1-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the 1-2 pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
The catcher, number 21.
Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch back.
Now batting.
Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot. And he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least. Digging in once again, Ian Happ. He'll lead things off now as we play inning number 12. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Now the 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark. Here's Ben Zobrist now, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to center field. Inciarte's there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 52, Justin Grimm.
Now at the plate, Justin Grimm. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The 1-2. This is in the air out to right. In there, a base hit.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he rips it on the ground to second. Albies picks it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Happ is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Rob Brantley will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward has a read on it. 2 gone.
Up next for Atlanta.
Ready once again, Lane Adams. It was a walk in his last trip. Ball 1. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. 2 out, nobody on. Ball 3 as he misses low with it here.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire. Arodys Vizcaino takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning. Here's Javier Baez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Lays off 1-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
2-0 now. Missed with a slider.
No strike.
.30 pitch. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 3-1. Right over the middle, knee high. Now the 3-2 pitch. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Center fielder, number 5.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, I get where he's going right there. Sinker and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top of one and crush it.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Markakis. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. And he'll strike out here yet again. As it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Digging in to try it again, Kris Bryant. It's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. In the dirt, and now let's see. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Here it comes on 1-1. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Rizzo. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Now the 1-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come. Here's Ender Inciarte. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Center fielder.
Sharp ground ball to third. And this is through into left. And there's your possible winning run aboard on the leadoff single. Addison Russell is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Now playing left field.
Stepping in for the Braves, Nick Markakis. The winning run is at first base. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one. The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. Under it is Rizzo. One away. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Stepping in, Freddie Freeman comes into this appearance 1 for 6 on the ball game. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And another foul ball. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas. So when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
In there, strike 1. The winning run at second. However, the double play in order here. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Under it is Russell, and there are 2 away now. The next to bat for Atlanta, Charlie Culberson. He bats with 2 outs and the winning run at second. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and that means 13 innings won't even left for Atlanta. Score remains tied at 3-3.
Leading off for the Cubs, the catcher.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he'll be the one to begin the inning. Drilled to first. And that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Here's Addison Russell. Previously against Vizcaíno, he's 1 for 2. Here's the first pitch. And a 2-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike 1. The 0-1. Ball 1. Here's a strike. Try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a very big mistake as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the go-ahead run will move up to third and wisely hold there with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He has the possible go-ahead run only 90 feet away at third base. The 1-0 takes a fastball on the inside corner. Runners are at first and third with none out. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. Catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. The tag, and he's safe. And deep into extra innings, they have taken the lead.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. To second for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Albies with a 1-1 count now. 1-1. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. Russell moving in. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Chris Stewart will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 8.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Chris Stewart becomes out number 2 this inning. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Not close. It's 2-0. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Giving chase is Almora, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th. That's a real team builder right there.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Justin Grimm claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
For Atlanta, 3 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 17 men on base. Time of the ball game.